In today's video, we'll continue the previous session on averages. So in that, what we discussed, let us brief the things what we discussed in the previous. In the previous session, we had a basic introduction about the concept of arithmetic progression concept, and we are trying to understand the concept by using some examples. And what is the formula approach and what is the shortcut method? We had explained that one in the previous session. And in this session, what we cover is we mainly cover the problems based on this arithmetic progression concept. So let me cover the concept in just for briefing the concept here. So what is the arithmetic progression concept? So the basic formula is what you need to remember is when consecutive numbers are given in the questions, you need to remember that it may belongs to the concept of arithmetic progression. So you need to remember that. So as I told in the previous session that for consecutive numbers, the difference is always the same, that is 1. And for consecutive odd or even number, the difference is always the same, that is 2. And when the numbers are in consecutive series, a middle number will be the average of the given numbers. So these are the points which we covered in the previous session. And we had covered some basic examples based on the arithmetic progression concept, how to identify the arithmetic average mean of the given values here. And after that, how to proceed with the problems. So this problem we already covered in all the aspects. So how to solve by using the general method, how to solve in shortcut method, and in order to apply for that particular problem to every problem, we are establishing a method called here. That method we call them the method that method we call them as camps method here. So these are all the points which we covered in the previous session. So in today's session, we are trying to solve some of the problems based on this arithmetic progression concept. So let's start the session with the first problem here. Okay, this was the first problem in today's session. So what is this question is, the average of 7 consecutive even numbers is 72, then find the smallest number. So when you read this question, you need to be strike with few points what we discussed in the introduction part. So when consecutive even numbers are given in the questions, you need to remember that or you need to memorize that the difference between the consecutive even numbers is 2. The difference between the consecutive even numbers is 2, or the difference between the consecutive odd numbers is also 2. So what he asked in the question, he asked us to find the smallest number. So how many numbers he has given in the question? He has given 7 numbers or 7 consecutive even numbers are given. And for for those 7 consecutive even numbers, the average he mentioned it as 72. Average he gave it as a 72. So now let us try to solve this problem also with the general approach here. So I assume that my numbers are x comma x plus 2 comma x plus 4 comma and so on up to x plus 12. Why? Because I'm stopping only x plus 12 means in the question he has mentioned that only 7 consecutive numbers are given in the question. But I know that the basic definition of average is average will be equals to sum of observations divided by the total number of observations. If I apply the same formula to here also, so if I add all the values like it will be like a 72 into 7, that will give me the result of a 504, that will be equals to 7x plus 42. And if I simplify that equation, I'll get the value of x as 66. So what are my numbers here? So here the x value is 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, and 76. And what he asked in the question, he actually asked us to find the smallest number here. He asked us to find the smallest number. So smallest number is nothing but here the x value only. So we are directly finding the value of x here. So what is the value of x here? Okay, so you can observe here. So in the question, he gave the average as a 72 here. If we observe in this values here also, so here we are getting the average as the middle number. Average as the middle number here. Why? Because there are 7 consecutive numbers are given in the question. So here some number is missing, I think. So 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, and 76. And what is the smallest number? So what is the smallest number we need to find here? So after doing the, okay, this is by using the general method. This is by using the general method. Next, Let us try to solve this one with also the shortcut method here. Let us all try to solve also this one with the shortcut method. So as I said that for consecutive even numbers, so the difference is always 2 here. The difference is always 2 here. So as we said that when the numbers, when consecutive numbers are given in the question, the average is simply the middle number. So this is 72 will be the middle number. So here 72 will be present here. 72 will be present here. Now I need the smallest number. Now which means I need this. This was my smallest number here. Now I need this number. So from this number to this number, how many gaps are present here? So one gap, two gap, and three gaps. So three gaps are present. As I said that each gap is having a difference of 2 here. So 3 into 2 that will give me the result of 6 here. So since we are going backward, we are taking the negative symbol here. So 72 minus 3 into 2 that will give me the result of 66. Suppose if I ask us in the question, if they ask in the question that what is my largest number? What is my largest number here? So in this case also we need to compare how many gaps are present here. So here one gap, two gap and three gaps are present, and for this also the gap is same. So it is in increasing manner here, increase in increasing manner here, and it is in decreasing manner here. It is in a decreasing manner here. So 3 into 2 that will give me the result as 6. 72 plus 6 that will give me the result as 70. So here one more number is missing here. Here the number is 78 here. One more number is 78. So this is by using the another method, but we are approaching that we are trying to solve majority of the questions by using the GAPS method here. So here GAPS method is easy to find for and it is applicable to any of the method based on this concept here. So how many numbers are given in the question? There are 7 numbers are given in the question, and how many gaps are present here? So there are 6 gaps are present. Now what we need to do? We need to divide that gap into two equal parts here. So I'm dividing that gap into two equal parts here. And you need to remember that when consecutive even numbers are given in the question, you need to remember that the difference between those numbers will be 2 here. So we need to find the smallest number 72 in minus 3 into the common difference. So here the common difference is 2. You need to remember that point here. If you do not remember that point here, you will get the answer in a different manner here. So 72 minus 3 into 2 that will give me the result as a 66. So this will be our answer. So if you go with the answer, you will be able to get the answer for smallest number as well as the largest number at the same time. But if you go with the general method, it will take some time to calculate the values here. And this method is also for some numbers as some for some numbers here. If more numbers are given, it will be difficult to calculate the like this. So this will be the largest number. 72 plus 2 into 3 that will give the result as a 70, not 76 here. This will be 78 here. Try to correct this one here. I hope you are clear with this explanation, and we are moving to the next problem. So with this problem, we will be able to understand why we are preferring to the GAPS method irrespective of the general method here. So from this problem, you will be able to get to know. Okay, what he gave in the question is the average of 54 consecutive even numbers he gave it as 93. Then find the smallest number and the largest number. So in this question, what he asked in the question, we need to find the smallest and the largest numbers here, and he gave 54 numbers are present here, and for that 54 consecutive even numbers, so the average he gave it as a 93 here. Suppose if we want to go by using the general method, so you need to write like this. So you need to assume the numbers as x comma x plus 2 comma x plus 4 comma and so on up to the last number. And you need to take that with the average given as 93, that will be equals to, you need to add all the numbers. But adding 54 numbers will be a difficult task for us. So you will be end up with solving, or you will be end up with solving those equation only. So if we do like that, if we want to solve that one in the general method here, and there are 54 numbers are given, so average is equals to sum divided by the total number of observation. So by if I go with this method, I will not be able to get the answer in a quickly. So what I need to get the answer in very quickly. So this general method will not give me the answer in a fast manner here, or this general method is not giving the answer in very or 10 to 15 seconds of time. So what I need to do, so I need to think on for the different approaches here. Why? Because in the exams I don't have that much of time to solve or that much of time to spend on each question. So I need to look on for the different methods to get the answer in an easy manner here. Suppose we had said that one more method, that is this is method we have said here. So what is said here? So there are 53, 54 numbers are present, and there are some middle number will be this one here. But so this let us this will be our middle number, and the middle number average gave it as 93. And there are, we don't know how many gaps are present here. Suppose if we one gap was missed, we'll get the answer in a different manner. So this method is also not giving the answer exactly when compared with the previous two problems here. But if I go with the gaps method here, it will give me the answer in very quickly without thinking of or without wasting our time here. So how many numbers are given here? 54 numbers are given. So camps. How many camps are present here? 53 camps are present. So what I said, divide this cap into two equal parts. That is a 26.5 and 26.5. What we need to find here now, we need to find the smallest number and we need to find the largest number. And you need to remember whether consecutive even numbers are given or consecutive numbers are given in the question. So you need to remember that point, the key point here, that for consecutive even numbers or odd numbers, the difference is always 2 here, and for consecutive numbers the difference is always 1 year. So that point you need to remember in order to solve the problem by using gaps method here. So in order to find the smallest number, what you need to do is average minus this gap or difference value here, that is 26.5 into the difference. So 93 minus 53, that will give me the result of 40. Next, similarly, and I need to find the largest number as well. 93 plus 2 into 60, 2 into 26.5, that will give me the result of 146. So, which will be presented in the option 3. I hope you are clear with this explanation. Why we are trying to solve this method by using camps method irrespective of the general method and some shortcut method. So, this general method and this method is valid for only some numbers up to 10. If very more numbers are given in the question, like 20 numbers, 30 numbers, 100 numbers, 140 numbers, 200 numbers, like like the type of numbers will be given in the question, then finding the smallest and largest number will be a difficult task for us. So that's why we are trying to simplify the problem by using there some different methods here, and in order to get the answer very quickly. I hope you are clear with this explanation, and we are moving to the next problem here. And here is the next problem. So what I given the question is, if the average of 44 consecutive odd numbers, 44 consecutive odd numbers given as 192. So there are 44 consecutive odd numbers and the average given as 192. Then what do we need to find? Then find the sum of smallest and largest number. So it is very similar to the previous question. So directly we are going with the gaps method here. So we are not moving the general method here, or we are not moving the shortcut method here. So we are trying to solve majority of the question by using gaps method here. So how many numbers are given here? There are 43, 44 numbers are given. Now how many gaps are present here? 43 gaps are present. Now what we need to so we need to divide that gap into two equal parts. So that is 43 divided by 2, 43 divided by 2. So in order to find the smallest number, what we need to do, average minus difference into this value. That is 43 divided. So here 2 and 2 get cancelled here. And similarly 192 plus 2 into 43 divided, so this 2 and 2 get cancelled here, and this value will be also get cancelled here. So 192 plus 192, that will give the result as 384. The answer for this particular problem will be option C. See how much time we are trying to solve, how much time we are taking to solve this particular question. So that's why we told that to try to good at basics. If we are good at basics, we will be able to get the answer within fraction of time here. So we'll try to in fraction of time here. So let us try to move for one more problem, and from this problem you will be able to clearly understand this particular arithmetic progression concept here. So what he gave in the question is, the average of 31 consecutive even numbers. The average of 31 consecutive even numbers he gave it as 342. So from this we can find the smallest and largest number. So it is also very similar to the previous question. What he asked in the question, in the previous question is, in the previous question he asked us to find the sum of smallest and the largest number. So in this particular problem, what he asked in the question is, he asked us to find the sum of okay, difference of smallest and largest number. So you try to answer this question and try to post your answers in the comment section, and we will discuss and this question in the next session. Thank you for watching this session. Have a good day. We'll meet in the next session.